When I was about 13 years old, my sister gave birth to my niece. I remember going to the hospital and sitting down in the chair and holding my niece for the very first time. And I remember I looked at her and I knew that at that moment there was nothing more in this world that I wanted to do than to be a dad. I didn't figure out how to get paid for being a dad until I started working here. Being here at the Boys and Girls Club and being able to have these connections with all these kids and build that relationship has really helped that sense of purpose. I came here as a club kid, and my story is pretty much like a lot of the kids that have come here. It was just a place that my parents knew that it was somewhere I can be safe. For a lot of parents, it's a place for their kids to be somewhere safe. They know that they're gonna get good influences and connect with so many people and really build a bond that lasts a lifetime. I drive by this building all the time, but like, I want to work there because I knew how important it was for me to be able to give that to other kids. It's really fulfilling a life's purpose in a sense.
I can see the difference than I was when I first came here and who I am now. I'm more proud to be who I am. Freddy's amazing. I feel like he was a perfect asset that we needed at the Boys and Girls Club because he makes sure their voices are heard, makes sure the teens are fed, doing more activities where teens are more involved instead of like being outside late at night and stuff like that.
So some of the things that we do with the teens is podcasting. I've also taught a safety driving course that helps them get a discount on their insurance. Since it's through UPS, they can also get a job through UPS. We also just started a financial literacy course, teaching kids how to manage their money. Those are just a few of the little things that we try to do here with the resources that we have, and then hoping to get more and more resources because we can expand to do so many other things and reach so many other kids and give them many more opportunities that none of us might have had. With all the kids that I interact with, it's much more than just sports or basketball. It's about how to deal with life. We get a trove of kids, and seeing that, like, wow, there's a lot of kids out there who really need a place to call their own. And I think that's very important, especially in the teenage years. This is the age where you can really try to figure yourself out. We started with 20 some odd teens when I started about 3 years ago, and now we're up to like 100 and something. I think that's because of the environment that we try to build, listening to them, hearing their ideas, really giving them that safe space that they all need.
They always try to find out the things they can do for the kids who go here, but they always try to learn more too. They don't want to just ask, they also want to make sure they know for themselves what they want to do. And I feel like the more they're able to do that, the more stuff that comes accessible in this place.
The biggest impact is the peer-to-peer connection. A lot of kids came here and they taught out like, man, like it's amazing. They went out and told their friends. So the key point is not so much trying to go out there and convince kids to come in, it's to create a place that they want to be. We want you here because we care about you and we want the best for you. Any moment some kid comes up and like, hey Fred, can I talk to you? Is the most thrilling part of my job because I know I'm in a position to be able to guide them and they're in a position to openly listen. I was sitting in my house on a Sunday afternoon and I get a knock on the front door. So I go open the door and I see one of my kids and his face is just, he looked like he just got run over by a car. And he's just like, yo, Freddy, can you help me? I immediately grabbed my keys, brought him to his mom, ran to CVS. I got everything I needed to help him get cleaned up. Then later on, they called me back again. Hey, can you bring me to the hospital? Absolutely. So I, went over, picked him up, and I drove him to the hospital. I stayed with him in the ER for a few hours. Just making sure that he was okay. Just holding his hand through the process of cleaning it up, and then just being that supportive there. And my wife, when it all said and done, she was just like, I love you as a person. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, he knew exactly where to go to get help. He knew exactly who was gonna be there for him. That's a great feeling. The Boys and Girls Club has meant so much to me in so many different levels of my life. As a child coming here needing somebody for guidance, and as a teen to grow and develop a relationship with my friends. Now as a worker here to be able to help the next generation, and also as a parent because my kids come here. It's not a matter of do we have the right place to do it, it's how much resources and how many people can we reach. The Boys and Girls Club has provided a sense of relief to so many different parents. They don't have to worry about if their kids are being safe. They're here in the club under an umbrella of people who love them in a community that's always got their back. Boys and Girls Club, you have no idea the impact that you had on me. I might have just maybe been another kid that came through that door, but it has helped me evolve in so many different ways. And I know for sure that if it wasn't for you, there's no way I'd be the man that I am today.